because I forgot my mic and my phone holder. I came in Harry's car today, and I didn't take that out of my car. So I'm gonna have wind. I'm so sorry about that, and somewhat reduced audio. But we found ourselves a location here, which is opposite this W.H. Smith. If somebody wants to come down, say hello. We'll be here for a few hours, I'm sure. The weather's been a little bit inclement. As you can see, the floor is wet. Trying to catch people's attention with, hey, Nathan, how you doing, squirrel? This one could be better. This one's not. Let me get my flyers out. Hey guys, I got some questions. Or have you got any questions about this?
Don't worry.
Can you prove to yourself that the Earth is spinning?
Yeah.
How? How?
Scientists.
Oh, no, but that's not an answer to what's the experiment? Which experiment do you use? Remember the time in, I was going to fly them. Remember the time in, we were then in that little Italian, is it Spanish Principality? The name escapes me right now, but on the Globe Light Tour in 2019, I approached some people with who they had ESA, European Space Agency umbrellas, so I knew who they were, and I approached them and said, "Tell me, what is your best experiment that proves that the Earth is spinning?" And the lady looked at me and said, "Of course, the sun rises and sunsets." That's all she needed. So, look, there's Harry. Don't believe me. He's got his camera, huh? It's been a while since Harry's been. I've got to stand this way, I think, Harry, because the wind is a little bit harsh. You can tell me in the comments. But here it is, John Smith Globe Live.
Hello, everybody.
It's early in the stream, but there he is, and we'll get a little bit from the Harry later. You got it working? It's not working?
No, it's working.
Oh, good. Okay. I need to get some chalk down on the floor to stop people along the way, huh? Do you want to go in for the kill there, Harry? Welcome to the stream. Hi, Nathan, National Memorial. Hey, No One's Flower. Yes, thanks for your comment. Folks, we can't prove that the Earth is spinning, and we can't prove we went to the moon. We're being hoaxed by NASA. It's the newest religion, Believe in NASA. So sorry about the wind here, as with my mic. If I put this flyer here, maybe it'll stop the wind being so bad. Oh, Misty Ingrid, no, she was right. Sunset, yeah, clearly demonstrate the horizon twice daily. That's not the question. The question is, how do we prove that we're spinning? An observation such as the sun's movement over our heads or us moving over the sun is an observation one can make, but the hypothesis it's the Earth spinning underneath it needs to be demonstrated, and it cannot be demonstrated by experimental means. And of course that means that we're spinning. Not only are we not on the top of the ball like a teacher taught you, but we are spinning, so our position on the ball is changing hour by hour, or our position on the ball is the same, but our perpendicular is being spun around and changed. None of that can be observed or felt and measured. So the proof lies with those making the industrially stupid claims that we're spinning. I dropped a flyer there. Did you guys see, if you have followed Trinity 4 channel before, I got taken away in a video of me having my flyers stolen from me by the police in South Africa. Stolen, I tell ya. How you doing?
I'm not going to get in conversation while everyone leaves.
Yeah. Want to have a conversation with me? Why not, brother? Are we not of the same creator? Do you think there's a creator, or do you think we came from monkeys?
Yeah, well, it's pretty amazing that you're out here.
Thanks. This banner here is designed to make people think about things, like that one right in the center with all the liquids being at different strata, depending on their own density. They'll float or sink, right? We understand buoyancy and density. And if that chamber that I've got there was 1 million kilometers or 100 kilometers long, the result would be the same. It would be a straight line, parallel lines, horizontal lines running across the, no matter the size of it. So that's what logic and common sense shows us. The idea that this...
You're a sort of lone voice, aren't you?
I'm not a lone voice. There's millions of people saying this. To be honest, it's not where the mainstream is at, but you know what, if you're where the mainstream is at, you're probably where, breathing apparatus just to go to the toilet nowadays. So yeah, we are, unfortunately, the masses are being manipulated, no doubt about that. And this idea of and even the idea of the flat earth, by the way, is programmed in people's minds as a ridiculous possibility in a vacuum of space. Well, no flat earthers believe in the vacuum of space. We think that there's something above us, but it's not a vacuum.
Well, it's amazing to see you got the courage to stick this up. But...
Yeah, take a photo, share it, think about it. I think that an aeroplane flies over a plane rather than underneath a ball. And of course, the images that we get from NASA, most of them have admitted to be like computer generated or artists' renditions. They're not real photos.
Good luck to you.
Cheers, man. There you go, guys. Welcome to the stream hour. Thanks for the thumbs up. I see this for. I think you guys can share this video. So if you don't mind getting out there and sharing this. Yesterday was good, but it should be more than 60 people watching. This is what stimulates people to do stuff. Get off the sofa, make a change. There's Harry, moving in to make a difference. I need to get some chalk on the floor. Can I give you guys a flyer? Sure?
Yeah.
Brother, you're young, you got your whole life ahead of you. Don't you want to have information that might liberate you? Freedom's not important. We're in a prison of the mind. Freedom is a choice. Just like the mandates, it's just a choice.
He discussed it, but he didn't want to be on camera.
Well, sorry about that. I got wind. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Yeah, Jason's channel needs a little bit of a push because it's been languishing in the doldrums for a little while. Hoping I'm blocking the wind. This is Bath. For those who haven't been here before, I'll give you a quick tour. Westgate Street. Is that wind bad? Oh, by the way, no one's flower, Nora. Thanks for the compliment, the backhanded reverse slap in the face about my son being smarter than me. I appreciate that very much. He is, after all, almost 6 years old. 6 years old, and guess what? Guess what? 3 years, 6 months, and 9 days completed on the road as of today. 3 years, months, 9 days. If you believe in numerology, then you believe that we were meant to be here today, and I'm meant to be streaming on Jason's channel because mine's on strike. Jason has 3 times the subs that I have at the moment, so hopefully the word gets out. This is the Bath Cathedral through here, and like this building on the right here is sunk in the mud. And so too is that, I suggest. Even though it's got an impressively large front door, it could probably be bigger. If we were to go down here, look over here, we'll see, yep, trademark down below and all wet and messy. So, this place has also been excavated out of the mud. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, he's becoming a real little man, Zizi is, and, it's lovely to see. It's been quite a journey for him, and he's had to experience an awful lot. But, we think he's doing great, and he's learning smart, fast, and he's a bright kid. And we want to keep that light as bright as we can. That should be the ambition of every parent. Today is a bank holiday and we're in Bath, England. Bath is famous for the Bath stone, but I honestly think that this Bath stone is actually not cut from the ground, but actually just poured like concrete. Yeah, brother. So there you go, there's the Music Man. Welcome to Bath. We found ourselves this location, so I'm going to put some chalk on the ground now because people are not seeing our banners yet. It's, people are in their zone. They need a little bit of encouragement. It's quiet, yeah. I'm going to just throw some chalk on the floor. Would you mind holding my phone?
Excuse me. I couldn't ask you what you think for my YouTube channel. I'm just filming on YouTube and just wondering what people's responses are.
I must admit, I only just read it and I thought it was a bit weird.
Yeah. Could I just do a wee film introduction asking you why you think it's weird and your reaction to it?
Well, one, I couldn't really understand what it was saying, but the other thing it's saying is that there is a flat Earth and I find that difficult to believe.
Yeah. I get that, as I did as well at one point. But if I could just ask, we ask people in the street, just why do you think you live in a ball?
Well, if you go out, pictures from outer space show it's a ball, from ancient Greek times, they show that the Earth was a sphere. Why would it be flat?
Yeah. Are you aware that all those...
Couldn't fall off the edge, could it?
Yeah, we're programmed to think of it as an edge, but all water must be contained, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what if it's like a big ocean, but it has a border that we can't see because it's too big? We're not allowed to go to the edges. Well,
You can get on a plane and fly around the world.
yeah, well, nobody's actually flown around between north and south. They've only flown between west and east. Now, why not? Why is nobody flown from north?
People have flown over the North Pole and over the South Pole.
Yeah, but not completely circumnavigated. They've never gone between north and
Well,
south.
what about people that sailed around the world?
Who's sailed around the world?
Francis Drake sailed around the world. Francis Kitchener sailed around the world. Ships sail around the world all the time.
Yeah, but they don't navigate in a straight line. Let's just say your whole body was the whole of Earth, okay?
Yeah.
I can circumnavigate you and come back to where I started, but
Yeah.
I'm on a flat plane. I don't have to be in a ball to circumnavigate something. I can go around my neighbourhood and come back to where I first started.
So what's the alternative then?
Well, have you flown? So, you'd be in an aeroplane. So when we observe the horizon, it's flat level. It doesn't curve. There's actually no measurable curvature anywhere. Nobody's seen any curvature, but we're supposed to believe it because we were told it when we were 5 years old. So there is no scientifically proven curvature.
So is there anything that shows that the Earth is flat then?
Yeah, well, when you're flying, the horizon's observably flat level.
Yeah.
Water always finds its own level.
Yeah, but you're always flying. So what you're saying is no matter how far you fly, it's always flat in front.
Yeah.
So what happens when a rocket goes out into space?
Well, I'm sorry.
What happens when a rocket goes outside the atmosphere?
Can I just turn around because that mic's getting... Sorry. Yeah. Depends how open-minded you are. On a scale of 1 to 10, how open-minded would you say you are?
I'm pretty open-minded.
Okay, but I know you're not going to storm off if I suggest something different to what you believe then. So, what if I said to you the whole space travel is an illusion?
I think, yeah.
Because you and I have not been to space, have we?
So if I could go to space, what? That would prove you wrong.
Well, yeah, absolutely, yes, yeah. But I'm speaking to you, nobody's ever been to space. That's an illusion.
So you're saying that all the films we've seen of people going to the moon, that's all an illusion?
Yeah, well if you look at how much footage there is, right? When you see the rocket going off and curving...
So when I see a satellite, and you can see a satellite with the naked eye,
well,
you're saying that flies in a straight line and then turns around and comes back?
Well, I don't think there's any satellites in space, but have you heard of Loon satellites? See, we weren't taught about these. They're called LOON, and they're all in the Earth's atmosphere, attached to high altitude balloons.
Yeah.
That's where we get a GPS.
But we've got, but you've got satellites in geostationary orbit.
Well, I offer people, I offer them £500 if they can show me real footage of a satellite in space, or even a rocket in space. When it takes off, it curves, it comes back down. Now, when they
But it follows the curve of the Earth.
well, that's what we're told, yeah. But if you research now and look for real footage of a rocket in space, all you will see is CGI or cartoons.
What would it take to change your mind?
Well, before I answer that, can you listen to what I just said? That there's no real footage of a rocket in space. It's all CGI or cartoons.
I don't believe it.
Well, If you could research on your phone now, I'd give you £500, and if you could see a real rocket flying in space.
I don't think I know with it.
Well, we could ascertain that that's obviously a cartoon or a CGI. We can't tell. You know.
But if I went out there, if I could afford to go out there and I saw it and I came back and told you I'd seen it, would you believe me?
Now that would just be second-hand information, wouldn't it? If I told you I've seen a Loch Ness monster.
Now you're stretching it now.
Is verbal accounts of something, is that proof of anything though? I'm just asking if that's proof.
But what would it take to change your mind? Perhaps that's a different question.
Okay, see when they went onto the moon supposedly, if they just turned around and did a 360 and showed us that, that might go some way to me believing they've been on the moon. There's no 360 footage of any spacewalk or moon landings. It doesn't exist. And who filmed the capsule leaving the moon? Because the camera panned up and followed the capsule leaving the moon. Who filmed that?
Sam, you put your camera over there, you could film us. It didn't have to go anywhere. You just filmed it.
Yeah, but if you climbed up to the top of the building and the camera panned up to follow you, who's operating that camera?
You can operate your camera remotely.
On the moon?
Yeah.
In the 60s?
Yeah.
Do you believe that? They didn't have the technology to do that.
Yeah, I think, stretching point.
That's okay, but it's good to have an open mind. Yeah.
Think that we could, but when I went out in 2015 to try and find that myself, didn't find it. So we don't live on a curving body of water, we live on a flat body of water.
I was saying, like, I know, did you, what did you believe that before that?
I was an atheist before that, so I didn't think that there was any God. I believed in Big Bang, I believed in Darwin.
Are you religious now?
No. I don't have a religion, but I think that we are all from the same source. The world tries to divide men from women, nation from nation, and order from religious order, when in fact we all come from the same source. And whatever Jesus, as I say in one over there, we're all connected. God is within each of us, and we're all equal in God's eyes.
So what made you so passionate about it?
Because I realized that with the flat earth, if they can pull off the flat earth deception or the globe heliocentric deception, it means that our entire reality is created for us, almost like being in Disneyland. We might just as well be in Disneyland because it's so manifest, rather than, wow, this is a true natural experience that God would have intended you to have. Take my flyer on electromagnetics, because we really are electromagnetic beings, and we live in an electromagnetic place. It's not this rocks floating around and gas giants floating around. It's all electromagnetism. The L being the masculine and magnetism being the feminine. There's a masculine and feminine interplay of energy happening here, and it's a beautiful thing, and you're meant to be the center of it, not like some random lucky strike ape that came out of the trees a million years ago. No, that's all bullshit.
Thank you.
Good luck. They didn't want to be filmed, so I respected that. Young ladies. I didn't give them this flyer though. Have you seen this flyer? Can I give you some information? So as you can see, I put some chalk down. Oh, I'm so sorry about the wind, guys. I hope it's not too bad there. Some information, ma'am? Some info, guys? Can I give you guys a flyer to take home? Some more information. I used to believe in the globe until I started looking for myself. I've got pilot friends who also know that we don't fly underneath the globe. ships can fire a line of sight with a rail gun for 80 miles. If lasers can see 80 miles, there's no curvature. Not in the way that they say it is. So we can test water over short distances to be level. The assumption that it's going to bend beyond where you can measure it is just an assumption, just a theory. And we're saying that actually no, our oceans have got one sea level.
Okay, that's fine. But how we are floating on the space?
No space. Space is not, cannot be proven.
So what? There is no moon. There is no Mars.
Moon is there, Mars is there. These things are all there, but there are lights or energy. But they're not rocks that float. They're not gas that stays together under its own mass. That's not real. If you let gas go in a container, it's going to spread around that container equally. So the light gases are going to go up and the heavy gases are going to sink to the bottom. But thermodynamics demands that if we have atmosphere, we must have container.
That's not true.
What we're taught is that's not true, that we only need gravity. But this Earth is the only thing in nature that has no skin from the outside world. Now we say that there might be water above us, that the stars that we see are maybe having an electromagnetic or cymatic effect in water.
But it's still not true.
But this is conjecture. But what we observe is lights that are close to us, and the moon, she rolls every night through the sky, and we don't get taught to look at that. But the moon is turning.
What's about the tides?
The tides.
Yeah,
Well, we're getting meet in the shop. This is great for him. The tides, right, can be explained. But before we can get into that,
Explain to me tides. Explain to me the ocean tides.
And
the moon.
What is the mainstream version of
why
tides?
we have the moon who actually are pulling all the tides around the globe because of the gravity?
Mm-hmm.
The gravity from the sun and gravity from the moon. And you're telling me that flat is Earth. So what's about tides?
Okay. Well, in
So
a
how
flat
we go?
Earth. Okay. So if you imagine a swimming pool, if I shrink Earth down to the size of a swimming pool, like an Olympic swimming pool,
Yes.
imagine that. Yes. In that pool, you would have to have a pumping system. And that pumping system would deliver pressure, much more pressure in one area of the pool where the pump was than less. So England that had, like the Seychelles, have almost no tidal variation. And if we're told that the moon is pulling it, then at the equator should be the biggest tidal variation, and at the poles least. This is how this so-called gravity works. So that doesn't work on the globe model. When you really start to look at tides and when tides are, they don't necessarily align with the arrival of the moon.
No, that's not true.
That's one thing, and of course this is a bit of a kind of a red herring, because first of all we've got to say, can we prove to ourselves that the Earth is spinning?
Yes.
1,000 miles an hour? How do you prove that?
Okay, you have a space station.
No, that's not your proof. That's the TV's proof. What's your proof?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You have space station around the development of the Earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Develop the Earth. Basically, you have to develop from the outside.
Yeah.
To see it from the outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you
So
Catholic?
there is a
Are you?
continent. How
Yeah.
is possible that UK is here and in here you have Australia? Explain to me. Explain to me how is possible. Flat, okay, with the Australia, where is the UK? Why do I have in the Australia all the time a good weather and not in the UK? Explain that to me.
I can explain all of those things. I come
cannot.
from South Africa, and I've looked at these things from that perspective. I mean, I went
cannot.
47 years, by the
You
way. I went
cannot.
47 years leaving everything that I was taught. So I had to challenge all of that stuff again. So the only way you believe in space expanding endlessly, and it lasted for 13 billion years so far since the Big Bang, is because you were told that. But you can't verify
No,
that.
absolutely no.
You can't verify that. There's so much that we can't verify of the mainstream model. I got to say, can I? I'll get to that question. Can I allow myself to think, well, what if the possibility of that they are faking it? Then yes, creating an ISS would be a part of that trick. So when you start to look at the trick of the ISS, you see that an astronaut nearly drowns while doing a spacewalk.
So
Does
you're
that
telling
match
to
with
me
being in a
that
swimming?
1964, no one actually landed on the moon.
No. No, you can't land on a light.
Come
You
on,
can't land on a light.
Please.
Well, you saw it on TV, bro. So do you know that a man offered all of those astronauts $5,000 to a charity of their choice, just put their hand on the Bible and swear they went to the moon? Not one of them would do that. It's on a video called Astronauts Gone Wild. I saw that. These men look guilty to me. I used to believe in the moon landing.
That's actually illegal.
No, it's not. It's not.
It is illegal.
We're in public.
It's
Yeah,
actually recording.
I'm allowed to record.
No.
But yeah.
No,
yeah.
no, without my permission.
Yeah.
You know
No,
that?
no, in public, no.
No,
But you can walk on. You don't have to stay here.
no.
But you see, I'm running
my
a.
point is,
Yeah.
no, my point
Yeah.
is that only because you haven't sat on a rocket
Yeah.
and go above to see
Yeah.
it yourself.
Yeah.
You telling me that Earth is flat?
No, that
But
wasn't
what
it.
if
I believed
pay you,
in space.
What if I gonna pay you or
Yeah.
a ticket?
Yeah.
Okay, to
Yeah.
go to the rocket and go
Yeah.
in the sky to see that Earth is actually a
Yeah.
globe? What you gonna do?
Well, that's begging the question, but I obviously I can't do that.
Why
Have
not?
you have
I
you
can,
done?
I can pay for it.
You can do it.
Of course.
All right. Well, I will do it if you pay for it. I
Okay,
will
I
do
can
it.
pay for it.
Okay,
That's no
fantastic.
problem.
I would definitely take
How am I
that
gonna
flight.
change your mind? I'm gonna change your mind only because you're gonna sit on the rocket and you're gonna go above and you're gonna see it.
Okay, so we could both go maybe. So because then
So you're saying to me that the Nikolai Copernic, okay,
Yeah.
in 14th century, okay, when he actually discovered that Earth is moving around the sun, no opposite, it's all bullshit.
yeah, I think he was working for the Vatican back then. To be
In
honest,
14th century.
back then the Vatican has been in charge forever.
Please. That's not true.
Hold on. Let me offer you this. Let me offer you this. Let's just say. Okay, we've jumped
through
away
the
from.
history.
Let's go back to your example. Could I go to space, right? Now, let's just say I was going to go to space and
Yeah.
I was going to go into the vacuum of space. One of the things I would insist on was evidence that my spacesuit was suitable for the conditions of a vacuum.
Of course it
Yes.
is.
Now, what if I was to say to you, I used to believe that we could do that, but that we've never taken a man in a spacesuit into a vacuum chamber on Earth, and the vacuum chamber on Earth is way weaker than the one in
But
space.
why do I have to go to the Earth and vacuum chamber?
Well, because if you're going to go into a vacuum, then you
Yeah.
want to make sure, because a vacuum is a very powerful thing, and it's going to any leak,
That's why
any
they
gap.
develop a capsule which is suitable for the people to sit in.
Uh-huh.
Simple like that.
No, I'm
Come
talking about
on.
doing like a spacewalk.
Please.
I'm talking about when they do a space. See, when
Yeah,
they do a
I'm gonna
spacewalk,
buy you a ticket to space.
I'll be waiting for you, man. Good luck. You don't. You can't win them all. Go to space. Yeah. Hi, folks. We've been lied to about where we're on a spinning ball. As you can see, I've done some trick. He wants his trip to Mars. No one wants to give it up. Not many people want to give it up. It's very hard. Oh, hey, Mighty Adam, how you doing, bro? Boy Nick, nice to see you, man. Squirrel Sniper in the house still. There's Laura. No one's fell. Modest thumbs count so far, and I would encourage you, friends, to share this out. I noticed from the comments room, well, Andrea more than me, because I didn't really look at the comments too much yesterday. But I noticed from the comments room that it's, you know, not a lot of the folks that would be following Trinity 4 channel are not aware of this stream, and there's a somewhat different energy sometimes in different chat rooms, and you know, I want to try and bring in an air of increase that air of because we are so opposite each other in so many different ways. You know, even in Flat Earth community is probably we're not really in love with each other. Let's see if I can get some flyers going. Hey, I've got a flyer for you. Some info, folks. Free your mind. Have a flyer, bro. You know they're lying about the moon landings. You know that.
Yeah, we've seen saying put your hand on the Bible and swear you went to the moon, and Buzz Aldrin punches the dude. So.
That's what's his name? Oh my gosh, Astronauts Gone Wild is Sabrels. You've seen
It's
that?
like 15 astronauts. And
Yeah.
Get away from this.
Yeah,
Surely.
I was a big believer in the moon landings, and then I saw that video. I was like, no, these guys are lying.
The weirdest one was when they came back from the moon, supposedly, in the press conference. They just I don't know, man. Like, I've seen all about flat Earth, and I don't know. It's very, I've never been up into space. So
Yeah. But we've taken hot air balloons, not hot air balloons, weather balloons up to 120,000 feet, and it looks super flat there.
Yeah, recently I've been watching all videos of them asking pilots as well.
Okay.
Is there any curvature when you're at the highest altitude, and saying that it's just flat
Yeah.
plane for as long as you can see. So, yeah, the thing is, if you say anything about it, you discredit it completely.
Yeah.
Everything you say after that is taken as
Yeah,
complete.
yeah, you become an idiot.
Conspiracy.
Yeah. But this is the time when the idiots, what's idiotic is going to be the truth, and people are going to reject it. Yeah,
Chapters of Revelations and commentary.
yeah. So if you know Bible study, you'll know that in Genesis, Earth has got like a firmament, a roof. Separates water. Yeah, separates water from water. So, and it does appear that we have water above us when we really try and look through
so
below. So I think there's like dense water beneath us, below our oceans. There's some evidence for that.
Gaddafi found supposedly infinite water sources.
Yeah. It's all clean water. So they say they got rid of him. So we think that we're in some kind of construct. But for me, it's an electromagnetic construct. So the world that we live in, flat Earth, is a bit of a psyop. It's more like one of those snow globes.
Yeah.
But one underneath, one above, and one below, as above, so below. So it's a pear or an apple, perhaps, and it's an electromagnetic apple. And right in the center of the apple, the core of the apple, that's where Earth is. They try and get us to think that the core is 4,000 miles beneath our feet. It's all horrible. But this is the core of the apple, and it's meant to be the place where the mother gives new seed to so this is what we see.
Corrupted. That's why we're stuck in a state of fear energy. That's a whole different thing. Very interesting. What led you to that revelation?
Well, I had a DMT experience in 2015 that made me from an atheist to know that there's a higher source. Yeah, that was it. That was
Similar thing. I took LSD first time I ever took it. For probably 8 hours looking out window, watching this tree transform into every possible thing you could imagine,
Really?
or beyond your imagination. Every kind of a question thought in my life, like instinct, like that. I was like, whoa.
Wow.
And kind of an epiphany thing where you're all connected, we're all
Yes.
energy, vibrating. It's changed my life, man.
That's yeah, and also you can do like dark room treatments. The Chinese apparently do like a 7-day dark room because in the lungs you can do like breath work to Wim Hof, I think, and Kundalini type stuff, which kind of gets that, it produces a lot of DMT in the lungs. Yeah. So it's definitely worth that journey. But for me, I kind of got so much of an insight in 2015. It's like, wow, I've seen as much as I need to see, and now I need to see life with that gnosis, with that knowledge.
The last 2 years, all this seemed like I was enslaved for the whole time. Saying, please don't take mRNA gene operation. It's getting God's image.
Yeah.
Make sure that if you change it, you do it.
Wow.
Well, who knows?
Well, there's that possibility.
Yeah,
I've got to allow for that. I've got to be very cautious when we talk on this YouTube about this subject. I lost my last
Is this your
channel.
YouTube?
Yeah,
This is your
it's
YouTube.
like
I'll check it out.
Trinity 4, but this one I'm borrowing a friend's one. It's called Jason of the Disbury family, and he let me use it because I can't go live at the moment. On my second channel is also on a strike, so
Really?
Yeah.
Freedom of speech.
yeah. So I try and come out every Sunday at the moment and just share information with
There's
people.
day of rest, man. But yeah, cool. Much
Yeah.
respect. I appreciate the.
Cool. Well, I've got that flyer for you,
Yeah,
and there's
I've
this
got it.
other one that I
I've got
did,
it.
which is on the electromagnetics, and so a link to my website. Not that I have a lot on there.
David Icke. David
Yeah.
Icke says a lot about
Yeah.
electromagnetic beings and stuff. Cool. What's your name?
I'm Dave. I'm Dave.
That's called Dave. Leviticus.
Oh, really?
Leviticus is my name. So.
Okay, Leviticus. Nice to meet you, and it's awesome that you got such an open mind.
Yeah.
And
I think especially times that we're in.
well, and they want to take us, I think, towards this more AI type digital relationship with non-nature.
Yeah.
And so we're not in nature anymore. So my advice to Leviticus is always to go towards nature. If the choice is between man-made or natural, go natural as much as you can. Life choices.
Naturist at heart, even
Yeah.
LSD is
Yeah.
synthetic, but synthesized.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool.
The heart, earth, anagram.
Peace and love, brother. Do you mind if
Peace
I
and
give
love.
a shout out?
Yeah, go for
Even
it.
though probably
Give,
ruined
yeah.
it. Yeah, if you ever want any joy, leave us.
All right. All right.
Appreciate it, brother.
Cheers, Levi's Rocks. There you go. Go on. Look who's here. Look who's here. I'm all right, brother. How are you?
Yeah,
It's Jason
it is. Jason of the Disbury
of the
family.
Disbury family, right here.
Your YouTube is easy to find if you just put Jason Disbury in it.
Is it?
If you put Jason Disbury family, you can't find it. I know a lot of people saying, "Oh, I can't see
Really?
it." Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
So if you just use it, 2 names,
Yeah.
comes up.
Hi.
Let me.
Good.
I know it's the dreaded
Good,
5G. I've got the dreaded 5G on this one, and you might have a better signal if you wanted to use it.
Oh, okay. We can swap. Yeah.
yeah.
Because I left my bloody my wand and microphone at home because I
Right.
came in his car.
Well, you were a little bit quiet yesterday. I don't know if the sound's improved.
Oh.
It was just the audio was just a little
Oh,
on the
really?
quiet side. I
Oh,
maxed
oh.
everything up, and it's still a little bit
Oh.
quiet.
Wow. And I noticed this morning when it just went live, you had 3,300 subscribers.
33.
Exactly. And I think you therefore confirmed Illuminati. So that's
All
unfortunately,
right.
yeah. Jason of the Disbury family has been outed right here.
That's
in
why he hasn't
Bath.
been out on the streets.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been getting
He's been getting his degrees.
extra training. I've been.
Yeah, up to the 33rd. I've got some flyers here I can give to some people.
Oh wow!
I've got some information for you.
pacemaker.
Thanks.
I will do all these other things.
Yeah. Let me just
Some information for you, mate. This won't help. It's too late for some. Some information. The Chinese and Japanese have a particular way when it comes to ignoring the Westerner. I saw the Africans were getting, some of the Africans were getting good at that as well, but they've learned from the Europeans. Europeans have still got some catching up to do. Yeah, I'm trying to shield it from the wind with my flyer here.
Yeah. So
Who wants to say hello to Jason? No one's flower. Billy Zig says hello to Harry. Where are we? We're in Bath.
Yeah, everyone thought you were in Wales yesterday.
Oh,
Could you get-
Wales.
Wales,
Yeah,
Wales.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Harry the
the video quality is not fantastic. I'm not sure what your audio is like. I'm not sure how much it'll improve with 5G, but let me just.
How's your battery? I've got a charge.
100%,
Okay.
and I've got a there as well.
Okay.
Oh god.
So how would I just end this one?
No, don't yet. Let me see.
No.
I'll just start this.
I'll just see if
and I'll see what happens.
Pass some information out. Hey, how you doing? Come see my banners. Sorry, ma'am. Come see my banners. By now, there's questions forming in your mind, my friend. No? Took me a while to work it out. Have a flyer, young lady. Can I give you a flyer, some information? Check it out. You know, we can't prove that we live on a spinning globe. This happens. We can't actually prove. There's no experiment according to Einstein that we'd ever show that the Earth itself is spinning. There's been this question: is it the stars that are moving, or the Earth that's rolling? And that question was being hotly debated in the late 1900s, and they tried a lot of experiments then to try and work out whether it was one or the other. And they couldn't really come up with anything that would prove definitively that it's the Earth that's rolling. Your senses say you're not moving and it's the sky that's moving over your head, but you've been programmed to think that we're somehow spinning backwards against the sunrise at 1,000 miles an hour without having any sense of it, no matter where we are on the spinning globe. And your position on the globe would, the different positions, if it's tilted at 23 degrees and spinning like this, then your position on the globe would affect your feeling on it. If you think about a funfair ride, where you sit on it would affect the velocity and the change of direction and these sorts of things. Equator, it's 1,000, it might be as little as 800 miles as far as sound, speed of sound. But there's not a whisper in the sky, a wheel and effective drag, movement around the wheel. But as you got away from the wheel, the drag and effect would be less and less. Yeah. But we're told that this ball is spinning, and the higher you go, the farther the column is moving above you, with nothing motivating it other than gravity. Gas at 100 miles high. So we say that it's the environment above moving, not perfectly static, but it's static. And then that's the big thing. How the oceans work, they would simply be like if you took a swimming pool and dropped some boulders in it, wherever the boulders stick out level, that's continent. And everything around it is water. Beyond where we can travel, the 60th or 70th parallel, because governments have locked out 70th parallel and beyond into whatever Antarctica is. As far as we can tell, it's water, and then it gets colder towards the edges, perhaps. But we can't space, like we're told, because thermodynamics says that space would rip away the atmosphere, would equalize instantly, like pumping a deodorant can. That's what would happen in reality. So we must be enclosed some way. That's the only way gas pressure can be developed, is in an enclosed. And we have a pressure gradient as well, which can also occur in such a container with different gases. The heaviest ones at the bottom, the lightest ones at the top. And that's what. So we think we live inside of a big Eden project, essentially. But it's electromagnetic. It's not rocks in the way that we're taught, and gas in the way that we're taught. The Saturn and Jupiter, Mars, these things are energy of light that are flickering and moving through the sky, but that we can land on, floating under the earth. This in reality be proven. They have these theories of question them to go along with whatever's they tell you. But we're saying no, actually this is a world of deception. Religion and science is designed to deceive us the truth about who we are and what we are and how we're connected to this system. Because on a flat earth,
Hi guys, I've just swapped phones with Dave. There's a much better video stream, I'm guessing. So if you'd like to close this stream down, or rather I'll close it down, but if you'd like to get on to the other stream, still on the same channel. It's titled Dave, Harry and Jason live in Bath. If you do that, you might be slightly better audio. I'll get to speak to you a bit later. So I know we'll lose a few people, but if the video quality will be better than if you head over to the other live stream. And it's hard to read the chat sometimes, guys, but hi Mighty, and hi Brian, and anyone else who's joined us. It's good to be back out on the street, but I'm working loads lately, so get yourself onto the other stream, get yourself off of this one, and the other stream's already started. Fingers crossed everything's okay. If we have any problems, we will start up a stream within seconds, within minutes. Nice one, Tapper. Can always depend on you. Well done, buddy. And good to see you there. Yeah, hope you've all had a nice winter. I was going to say a nice satanic Christmas. But yeah, it's good to be back. Let's hope we can kick the summer off now. My time's very. I'm actually out lorry driving, so I'm out trucking now. So I'm actually working anywhere 5 to 6 days a week. So it's really difficult for me to get out this year, but I will do my best. I'll figure something out. I've got holidays, so you guys get on to close this and get onto the stream. All right then, I'm going to close this one now. Yeah, guys, onto your stream.